And City are the history makers. For the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Bruyne has relatively recently assumed the responsibility of penalty taker for Manchester City. He's successful again. Plants it in the corner. Sterling will get there first. Foden plants the ball into the empty net. And Manchester City have 2 goals, and it's no more than they merit. Here's Gabriel Jesus, and they do get the 3rd goal. And he knows if you stay on right to the end, and you're a real goal scorer, you'll take every available second.
As De Bruyne delivers, with depth towards Garcia, flicked out by Justin and fired back spectacularly by Riyad Mahrez. Now that is a goal and a half against former friends. Mahrez with the delivery and Ake with the header, which just gives City a glimpse. His first goal in these colours. Taken up by Sterling. Raheem Sterling finds the bottom corner with utter assurance. It's been on its way, that goal.
Here's Guardiola, just delighted to be back playing again. Good ball in from him for Foden, good save. Still on the follow-up scores. And it's Manchester City that strangles Raheem Sterling. And a tangible reward for City's early possession as they strike midway through the first half.
Pull 4 in the middle. Sterling makes a sprint. It's come to Foden. Foden on the turn! Foden scores the equaliser. An impact substitution made by Manchester City at half-time pays off. It's Phil Foden with the goal.
They have regrouped though. Kevin De Bruyne brings in Walker, who will surely hit it into the back of the net. Of all the scorers who you would perhaps have backed to get the opening goal today, Kyle Walker might have been near the bottom of the list, but it is he who gives City the lead.
Walker will play it central. KDB waits for the pass. Great turn there from Gabriel Jesus. What a goal that is! To pull City back level, Gabriel Jesus with an exquisite turn. That is why he's been brought straight into the starting lineup in the Premier League. This is the first time this season that Pep Guardiola has had all of his squad players relatively fit. Even has Nathan Ake back. De Bruyne pokes that into the path of Mahrez. It must be, and it is. Riyad Mahrez scores for Manchester City. It takes just 5 minutes to unlock the defence. Mahrez, little jink from him. Mahrez trying to find some space for the shot. That's his second, and it's City's second as well. 6 Premier League games without more than a single goal. There's Mahrez, now Walker, played back. Gabriel Jesus has it, placed to Ferran Torres. Goal number 4 for City. He's been a magnificent signing for the Blues in the summer. Ferran Torres provides the finish. And it's Manchester City 4, Burnley 0. With the pinpoint pass. Foden's first touch of the game is to play that across, and it's an assist for Riyad Mahrez to complete his hat-trick. It's deja vu all over again because City are 5-0 up against Burnley.
There's a handball in there by Ongisa. Good advantage from the referee, and Raheem Sterling doesn't pass up this opportunity. Second side of goal in the opening 5 minutes. He puts this one away. Crisply done, and Manchester City Two up.
Roll through to Sterling. Plays this one across and it's struck in! Ilkay Gundogan. Bruyne available on the right. Bernardo Silva plays to him. It comes into the middle. This one will stand. Raheem Sterling scores for Manchester City on the quarter-hour mark. Sterling left in space, and he converts the chance. Joao Cancelo, who in turn plays it to Sterling. Sterling will look for the finish. He toys with the defence, tries to find the angle, and sets up Ilkay Gundogan, who smashes the ball in from close range. It takes just 13 minutes. And Manchester City take the lead with their first shot on target.
Ilkay Gundogan.
Bit of miscommunication here, but it falls perfectly for Ferran Torres, who strikes again from the centre-forward role.
In by Zinchenko, taken by Foden. Gundogan's on the twist and scoring a truly super goal. That is Manchester City at their best. Foden too. It's another smashing City goal. Raheem Sterling, eyeball to eyeball, around Conte, he sits down Mendy and hits the inside of the post, and De Bruyne follows up, and Manchester City are 3-0 up at the bridge. They are quite a sight.
Bruyne, Foden slipping inside, and yeah, he's done it again. He found the 1 inch, I think, of the net which was available.
Sterling, it's a back out once again. Oh, scooting beautifully from De Bruyne. What a cross that is! John Stones finishes it off, but it's all about the quality of the delivery. Bent in with the outside of the right foot to perfection. Big swathes of space inside that penalty area as it comes in. The defensive header from Milivojevic was an important one. Gundogan, though, able to wriggle clear. Oh, what a goal! He's been in a brilliant vein of goal-scoring form, and Ilkay Gundogan doubles Manchester City's lead. Diaz! Guaita able to save, and it's in again. When he waits 6 years for a Premier League goal, and then you have 2 in 40 minutes. Force might do the trick. What can you say? Manchester City, irresistible, irrepressible, their quality irrefutable.
Now Bernardo Silva, and one mistake proves fatal for Villa. Bernardo Silva scores for the first time in the Premier League this season, and it could be enough to send Manchester City to the top of the Premier League table for the first time this campaign. It will be Ilkay Gundogan, no mistake for the German. 5 goals in his last 7 Premier League games for him.
Dealt with by Gibbs and then by O'Shea for West Brom. And then Sawyers has lost it to Gundogan, and he has taken full advantage. Manchester City in full cruise control. 3 in the opening 30 minutes. Flags up eventually against Bernardo Silva. Well, we are going to have a VAR check on this. And the decision is a goal, and this is quite dramatic because the West Bromwich Albion players stopped when they saw the flag. Cancelo. This is Gundogan, and that is simply fantastic from Ilkay Gundogan. It's what Manchester City are all about, and it is what Gundogan is all about.
It's Sterling over to the right. Mahrez. Mahrez maybe with a left-footed drive here. 4-0 to Manchester City on the stroke of half-time. It's Riyad Mahrez.
It is repelled, but it is not over. It is Mahrez, it is Sterling, and it is 5 for Manchester City. No wonder Pep's delighted.
Torres trying to steal in behind Bogle, on the header from Ampadu. Finds its way to the Spaniard. Tight to him is Bogle, but he's turned away from him beautifully. Lovely play. Jesus, that is a fantastic goal from Manchester City. Most of the work done by Ferran Torres. Beautiful work from the Spaniard, and an easy finish in the end for Gabriel Jesus.
Shoveled through nicely to Bernardo Silva, and spilled by Pope and turned in by Jesus. It's the perfect start for Manchester City. It was an easy chance for Gabriel Jesus. Gundogan is onside. Oh, it's two. Raheem Sterling couldn't miss from there.
Joint most at any away ground in top-flight league games, alongside Stamford Bridge. Sterling keeps on going, squares this one, Foden, here comes the rebound, Ilkay Gundogan makes amends for his earlier penalty miss, and you can see how much that one means to him. Gundogan strikes, City lead, just after the restart at Anfield. Another one ricocheting around. Imagine there will be another goal in this one. Here's Foden. Foden, he's slipped past 3 defenders, brings it across. Gundogan scored again! And Manchester City are in front once more. Ilkay Gundogan. Fabinho gets it back to Alisson. Another ball given away, opportunity for City. Scooped up, headed in, it's Sterling who scores. 3-1 to City. Liverpool switch off again, City make them pay. Wants that one back towards the penalty spot, as that one is struck towards goal, and then some from Phil Foden. One of his best ever. A powerful drive from Phil Foden makes it 4-1 to City. Will be a first career penalty for Rodri, and he dispatches it low. Hugo Lloris gets the touch to it but can't keep it out. As the Tottenham defence scurry back, now we could see an opportunity, and we see another goal for Ilkay Gundogan, one of the men in form for City, off a move that just kept on going. Ilkay Gundogan finds the net again. From Edison, Gundogan will try and run onto this one. Gundogan has picked up the ball and Gundogan beats the goalkeeper. Well, it's route one from Manchester City, but it's route one in style. A second goal of the game for Ilkay Gundogan. An assist from Edison, who couldn't take the penalty earlier on in the game. He's got an assist to his name. Gundogan scores his 11th Premier League goal of the season. And City find themselves 3-0 in front.
Good ball there by Mahrez. Foden now with a hit. There's the opening goal. Lashed in by Phil Foden.
On the right. Bernardo Silva, 2 defenders on him. Opens up for Mahrez. Mahrez' shot goes in off the post. City are back in front. And it's a super strike from Riyad Mahrez, set up by Bernardo Silva.
Goal scorer Manchester City, number 6, 26.
It's a left-footed drive maybe, and it finds its way in off the goalkeeper. Bernardo Silva, who had set up Riyad Mahrez for goal number 2, strikes the 3rd of the night for Manchester City himself.
Mahrez hooking the ball inside the penalty area, and a perfect start for Manchester City. 75 seconds on the clock as Raheem Sterling knocks them in front.
De Bruyne's cross! Manchester City's lead! Ruben Dias! Mahrez, problem for Johnson. Mahrez, stones! Smashing crisp finish from the centre half. Unhesitatingly pure.
Down by Mahrez. Mahrez plays it across, and it's slammed in by Raheem Sterling, who reaches double figures. There it is, it comes in off the defender. It will be an own goal. Around the back here, it's Walker, low ball, just needs a finish here, and it's provided by Gabriel Jesus. That Sterling and Gabriel Jesus were both in an onside position. B takes it to the corner flag, good move. Trying to play that out off whoever. And one back, here's Gundogan. Tries to find Sterling, Sterling takes it on, and now it's Mahrez who scores! 3-1 to City. 21 wins in a row. City have an opportunity to make it 4 before the end. Gundogan pushed away just about by Rui Patricio, and following it in was Gabriel Jesus. They got on the attack here though, it's Foden, and it's turned into the net across the line via the crossbar by Kevin De Bruyne. City break the deadlock with their very first attack in the opposition area. KDB with the finish. And it's Manchester City 1, Southampton 0. Good interception from Mahrez. De Bruyne's on the sprint. It's going to be Mahrez looking for goal. Mahrez scores. City are back in front. A rocket from Riyad Mahrez.
De Bruyne, Mahrez, what a lovely take from Riyad Mahrez. What lovely feet from Riyad Mahrez. Touched onto the post and touched home by Ilkay Gundogan. And City have space. How beautiful was that from the dancing Algerian. Gundogan's task was the simplest.
Fernandinho. Mahrez shakes his way away, and it's another super strike from Riyad Mahrez, his second goal of the game on his 6th consecutive Premier League start. Well, this one picked up by Kevin De Bruyne, and he takes on the scoring duties. It's a brace for KDB as well. This game has come undone at the seams. It's goals galore upon the restart.
Well, the six-footers are all forward again, including Stones, who gets the touch to divert it into the net. Anderson, Jesus could be in after the mix-up, trying to work the angle past Ariola. Fires the ball in for 2-0, and Fulham architects of their own downfall there. Manchester City. Well, that's a wonderful ball slipped through, and Raheem Sterling with a chance to set the seal on it, surely. Sends it off for Jesus, who makes it
2. Well, Leeds appear wise now to John Stones' dribbling ability through the middle. Call for offside, not given, and the ball finds its way into the net. A quick glance over to the right as Ferran Torres has scored for City. It's Foden. Mahrez has players on the overlap. This one's cut back, and it's Foden with the finish. City are back level. Phil Foden gets a start in the Premier League, and he gets a goal for his troubles. For the delivery from Bernardo Silva, headed into the net by Rodri. Just in front of the goalkeeper, Rodri puts City in front.
Here's Aguero! What a dazzling, devastating finish. Here's Jesus to Sterling. Could open up. Oh, it's 2 in no time at all from Ferran Torres. 2 in a minute from Manchester City. Jesus looking to change it. He's away from Christensen. Gabriel Jesus. Kun Aguero didn't score. Raheem Sterling did. And Manchester City are 47 minutes away from being champions again.
Shortage of players looking for a follow-up, and that one is deflected in. City are back on terms. Joao Cancelo with the strike. It spins its way off the foot of a defender to go into the bottom corner. This ball is flicked on. What a goal that is from Ferran Torres. Manchester City take the lead, and it looks like a back heel on the drop from Ferran Torres. It's the right little shuffle into the box, drilled across, and there's the equaliser. It's Ferran Torres with his second of the night. We're into the final 25 minutes at St James's Park. It's Cancelo with a curling effort against the post. The follow-up is put in. It's a hat-trick for Ferran Torres.
Mahrez, wonderful form from him in the Champions League. Mahrez again, and they've got a chance, and they've got a goal on the back post straight away. It didn't take them long. Ilkay Gundogan arriving, and Brighton and Hove Albion went to sleep there, and City are off the mark straight away. Here's Foden. Said we hadn't seen much of him. We're seeing plenty here. He's made it 2-0. What a brilliant solo goal by Phil Foden. That is what this young man can do. Special.
Near full, maybe a strike. It's low and it's in. And it's Kevin De Bruyne who scores the first goal in front of fans at the Etihad. Knocked away by Sterling. It's come to Kevin De Bruyne. Gets that out from under his feet. There's a call for that from Mahrez. Gabriel Jesus will try and go this alone. It's Gabriel Jesus. It's 2-0. A solo strike from Gabriel Jesus to double the lead for City. Doucouré. Lovely move from Gabriel Jesus. It's come to Foden. This time around, Foden finishes. 3-0 to City. One back. It's with Aguero. Weaves inside and out. Aguero! Yes! Sergio Aguero with the goal. 4-0 to City. Cross comes in. Aguero with the header. He's done it again. A new record for goals for a single club in the Premier League. It's Sergio's second coming. It's 5-0 to City. Sent over to Gabriel Jesus. He brings it across. The ball has found its way into the net. Ferran Torres got a touch off Gabriel Jesus' driven cross. But that one may very well go down as an own goal for Tim Krul. Playing beyond the defence, Gabriel Jesus will put this one across. At pace, it comes in off Grealish. His first goal as a Manchester City player. Set up by Gabriel Jesus. As Grealish finishes off at the back post, in off his inner thigh. Corner kick taken by Ilkay Gundogan, comes into the centre, falls loose and is turned in from close range by Aymeric Laporte. In the scramble, he is the quickest to the ball. He's followed inside. The opportunity comes to Raheem Sterling. In the centre for the tap-in. Raheem Sterling gets his first goal of the season. Sliding ball in, offside flag stays down as Mahrez scores. Much like Sterling before him, a cameo contribution, adding to the rout from Manchester City. Grealish waiting at the back post. Looks for that, it's headed in, it's Ilkay Gundogan. City have done it again, a goal early doors. And it's their captain, Ilkay Gundogan. Into the box and tapped home. Ferran Torres makes it 2. Some slightly shambolic defending from Arsenal, which they can ill afford to do because City are clinical today. Grealish. Grealish keeps on going. Little stutter step from him. The angle is tight. He has found Gabriel Jesus. 3-0 to City as Grealish turns provider. And this one finds its way in. Struck low from Rodri, who joins in the party. City 4, Arsenal 0. Playing in, the header finds its way across the line for Torres with his second of the afternoon. And it's another fantastic 5 for City. 4 wins for Leicester, 7 wins for City. There's a low strike that goes into traffic. It's put into the net by Bernardo Silva. The offside flag stays down. And Manchester City take the lead. Cancelo, urged to shoot by the City faithful. Sends that one into Gabriel Jesus, who strikes on the turn. It's found its way in. City have the breakthrough. And it's Gabriel Jesus who scores. Gabriel Jesus. He goes inside, still Gabriel Jesus. Lays that up. It's taken on by Foden. The angle is narrow. The ball is in the net. City are back on terms. Phil Foden with the strike. A spectacular attacking move from Manchester City. Comes into the box. Foden into the middle, Walker leaves it. It's come to Kevin De Bruyne! 2-2! 10 minutes remain, Manchester City have pulled it back again. Played across, Foden with the strike, and it's bashed into the net by Bernardo Silva on the follow-up after Foden's effort was saved by Pope. De Bruyne, it's come back. And KDB finishes off to make it 2-0. Here's Foden. Foden's strike is closed down. It's still not one away. Ilkay Gundogan puts it across the line. That goal will stand, despite the protests of the Brighton players. Sanchez never had it fully in control. Trossard wants the 1-2. It's won back by City, and it's taken upfield by Bernardo Silva. Foden tries to stay on side. It's played to Grealish. Grealish takes a look to one side, plays to Foden, and it finds its way into the net as that pacey trio combine. Clever work from Gabriel Jesus. It's come to Grealish. Grealish tries for the finish. The follow-up is from Gabriel Jesus, and it creeps its way across the line off the hand of Robert Sanchez. This is Fernandinho. Foden, lots of space for Mahrez. Mahrez puts the ball into the net. City do get their 4th goal of the evening. City continue the attack. Shades of the midweek goal against Bruges. It's a goal in the derby. And it's turned into his own net by the defender. Cancelo towards the back post. And it's nearly turned in, and it is. Bernardo Silva. It creeps across the line, and Bernardo Silva, who has been a key player in the first half, scores at the end of the first period. Play with the outside of the boot. Sterling scores just before half-time. What a delivery that was, and what a finish from close range. And this is a delicious ball from João Cancelo. Manchester City have won their last 7 Premier League matches against Everton. They're ahead in this one. And this one, oh, a rocket from Rodri. 2-0 from an unstoppable strike. Palmer, left-footed strike from Palmer is stifled, but it's tapped in on the follow-up by Bernardo Silva. Rounding off the victory for Manchester City. Bernardo Silva following that one through. Cancelo to the right. Mahrez tries for the shot, and it's tapped in at the back post. Ilkay Gundogan gets a goal that will count. City 1, West Ham United 0. To the side here is Fernandinho. On as a sub. And he seals the victory for Manchester City. Brings it back. There's the shot, and there's the goal. Ruben Dias from outside the area. Gabriel Jesus back up to his feet, playing the cross in. It's struck by Silva. It's a beauty from Bernardo. And on December 1st, the Blues have an early contender for goal of the month. Foden takes the touch to control, he puts it to the back post, it's a free header, and it's a Raheem Sterling goal. Set up by Phil Foden, 4 minutes into the contest. Calls for this one, it's come to Gundogan. Bachmann denies him, but the move is still on, and it's into the net from Bernardo Silva. 2-0 to Manchester City, a goal that has been coming. Bernardo Silva makes it 2-0. Inside by Bernardo Silva, his shot finds the net, a second for Bernardo Silva. There is no stopping the Portuguese. Another terrific strike from Bernardo Silva. Sterling with the penalty. 1-0 and 100 Premier League goals for Raheem Sterling. through. Another opportunity for City, another follow-up, and this time around it finds its way in. Phil Foden with the goal. 4 Premier League goals for him this season. It's Mahrez who delivers it in. It's headed into the net by Grealish. Manchester City are bombarding Leeds United early doors. Into the box. KDB looks for the finish, and he gets it in emphatic style. 3-0 to Manchester City. Plays to Mahrez. And that left-footed ball from Mahrez finds its way in off a defender. 4-0 to City. They are making it look so easy. Half an hour in which to get that though, and Kevin De Bruyne does get a fifth, no doubt about that one. A rocket from KDB from outside the box, it's his second goal. The strike, emphatic. Belgium has stayed forward, as have the 3 centre-backs, and this one nearly put towards goal by Stones. Second time around, he finds the net. He stays forward to score Manchester City's 6th. Headed in by Nathan Ake. And then it was 7 in the 77th minute.
Zinchenko clips that over the top. It might go too long for Joao Cancelo. He does keep it in, and that drops to be headed into the net. A mistake at the back from Newcastle United, capitalised upon by Ruben Dias. Mahrez inside to Cancelo. Oh, Cancelo shimmies past the midfielder. Cancelo might have a go from here. It's Joao Cancelo! Ho, ho, ho! Joao Cancelo! What a goal from the Portuguese. A solo run from Joao Cancelo, and it's 2-0 to City. Back post, finished off by Riyad Mahrez. Let's have a look. VAR might have a check as well. Oh, it looks as if he's onside there. It's a great finish from Riyad Mahrez. And the goal has been given to Riyad Mahrez. It's away. Gabriel Jesus will try and pull this across. Here's goal number 4. It's Raheem Sterling sliding that ball in. Delivered by Fernandinho. KDB's brought this down. KDB's found some space, and he's found the net as well. 1-0 to Manchester City. Another super start for the boys in blue. He strikes here with authority, and it's 2-0 to Manchester City. Cancelo gets onto the ball. It's a cross that falls to Ilkay Gundogan. 3-0 to City. Teamwork at its finest once again. He looks to beat Schmeichel here, and he does so into the top right corner. Comes over towards the back post. It's Laporte with the header. It is Laporte with the goal. Aymeric Laporte heads inside the right stick. Whipped across. This one drops down. It's put into the net by Raheem Sterling. He scores from open play. It's 6-3. Cancelo. KDB into the box, trying to find Foden. Slick finish from him. 1-0 to City. Phil Foden on his return to the starting lineup with the deftest of touches. Mahrez steps up and sends it beyond the goalkeeper and gets City back on terms. Over the top. Rodri looking for that. And it's slid home by Rodri. 2-1 to Manchester City. Deep into stoppage time. City have increased the tempo slightly. They've been pressing Chelsea and forcing mistakes. This is Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne's shot. KDB scores. 1-0 to Manchester City. From a solo run, Kevin De Bruyne finds the net, and that is the opening. It is Kevin De Bruyne, and it's Laporte this time around. He nods the ball across the line. City have an equaliser. It's Aymeric Laporte. Mahrez prepares the run-up. and strikes in. This time it's the top left. Given away to Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling tries for the finish. KDB gets the ball in the net. 2-0 to Manchester City. It's a gift from David Raya. Walker powering down the right. Launches that one in. It's come to Sterling. Sterling gets it onto his right foot. Lines up the shot and scores. 1-0 to Manchester City. Raheem Sterling picks his spot. And he scores for the 8th time this season in the Premier League. Gundogan will try and bring this across. It's nearly turned across the line by Foden. He tries to find an angle. That may very well have crossed the line. The goal has been given to Manchester City. And Foden, who had a strike disallowed in the first half, has been given this one. The box, headed down, headed in. Raheem Sterling's second goal, a nod in at the back post. Sterling with the run up, it's saved by Gunn. He'll put in the follow up though. Raheem Sterling completes his hat trick. Sterling sitting with almost all of the possession so far. That's a handy ball in. It's fallen loose for a strike into the net from Ilkay Gundogan. Manchester City are back on terms. It is a goal they have been well deserving of getting. Mahrez faces Lloris. Mahrez with the slow run up and he finishes off. 2-2. Silva, no ball in. Foden attacks that. Foden will turn this in. Manchester City have found the breakthrough. And it's a mistake at the back from Everton, pounced upon by Phil Foden. This one's run to the byline, it's cut back, it's set up there for the opening goal of the Manchester derby. Kevin De Bruyne, just 4 minutes in. United at times having to defend very deep inside their own penalty area. And there's a chance here for Manchester City. Here's the follow-up. And again for KDB. 2-1 to City. The Blues are back in front. It's sent to the back stick, where it's driven in by Riyad Mahrez. 3-1 to Manchester City. And forward here by Gundogan. He's played this through to Mahrez. Mahrez strikes. Mahrez scores. It's the second for Riyad Mahrez, but it is disallowed for offside. Well, it is being checked. It does look as if Mahrez might be in an onside position. The goal is given. Mahrez gets his second. Space here for Sterling, brings it inside, it's Kevin De Bruyne who finishes off. Slamming the ball home. It is 1-0 to Manchester City with their first shot of the game. Flip back across to Gundogan. It's found its way through. Ilkay Gundogan makes it 2. Another Raheem Sterling assist. This one struck towards goal. It finds its way in off the post. It's Kevin De Bruyne. It deflects off the defender, deflects off the post. And to the delight of the Etihad faithful, Manchester City have taken the lead. Back into the mix and finds its way into the net. Gabriel Jesus glances across to make sure that that one will not be ruled out for offside. There is no inclination that it will be. Manchester City make it 2-1. City on the charge here. Kevin De Bruyne keeps going. He's found his way through to Mahrez. There's the finish across the line. City get the breakthrough on the break. Played low, it will come out to Foden. Foden lines up a low drive, it tricks the goalkeeper. And it's City's second. Foden does it again against Brighton. Back to Robert Sanchez. Intercepted by Zinchenko, flicked on by KDB, and finished off by Bernardo Silva. An opportunistic goal for City with picture-perfect technique. Cancelo, early cross in from him, just too high for the players in the middle. It's come to Zinchenko. Zinchenko drills it across, and just like that, Manchester City take the lead. Gabriel Jesus with City's latest early goal. Whipping that ball in, a precision delivery, and a second goal for Gabriel Jesus. Inch perfect from Kevin De Bruyne. Rodri, Rodri! Right-footed blast from Rodri territory. Smashed into the net by the Spaniard. Gabriel Jesus drives that one in, there's his hat-trick. Forward here. KDB cuts that back. That's 4 for Gabriel Jesus. A quartet of goals for the Brazilian. Foden whips that in, great ball. It's the opening goal, headed in by Rodri. Another early goal from the boys in blue. Corner incoming from Phil Foden. Knocked down there, it's been turned into the net. Nathan Ake gets the goal. A poacher's goal from Nathan Ake. It's come to Gabriel Jesus, he slams the ball home. There's an appeal for offside, but the goal is going to stand. Gabriel Jesus continues his scoring form. Inside by Sterling. Sterling still going. He's shoved to the ground there. Fernandinho follows up. Fernandinho scores. Driven low from the outskirts of the area. Fernandinho makes it 4-0. Gundogan plays that in. There's the header across, and it's nodded in by Raheem Sterling. City get the scoring underway. It has been coming. KDB, that one set up for the volley. It's spilt by the keeper, and it's put into the net. Off a scramble inside the 6-yard box. This time, there is no mistake from Aymeric Laporte. 2-0 to Manchester City. KDB sets up the cross in. It's headed in at the near post. Rodri with goal number 3 for Manchester City. Grealish gets down the line. He's beaten Trippier. Taps that back. Zinchenko, Foden. 4-0. Maybe a little bit of good fortune for Phil Foden. Foden with the back heel. Tries to get it to Grealish. Grealish sets up Sterling. 5-0 to Manchester City. An incredible goal from the Blues to cap off this performance. Played through. Kevin De Bruyne, first time shot. And a first goal for Manchester City. It's Kevin De Bruyne who slides that one home. Another early goal. Zinchenko making his 8th consecutive start for Manchester City. This ball flicked on to Sterling. It's come back out to be driven home by KDB. City are back in front. Kevin De Bruyne strikes again with his 2nd goal of the game. Comes KDB, there's the hat-trick. Smashed home by Kevin De Bruyne. A trio of goals within 23 minutes. Plays this into Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne to Foden. Foden, selfless there, but Kevin De Bruyne's on hand to score his 4th. KDB in inspired form as part of a selfless Manchester City attack. Right, holds this up, plays it to Cancelo, and this time around, there is no mistake. Sterling scores from close range as City go end to end. This one is hit on the bounce. Jack Grealish with the early goal in the second half for Manchester City. Pep Guardiola urges calm, but Manchester City start as they mean to go on. To the box, that's headed into his own net by a West Ham player. And City are back on terms. West Ham United 2, Manchester City 2. Sterling attempts to go outside. Chips that in. Over at the back stick, there's one back for Manchester City. It's Ilkay Gundogan who will rush back to the centre circle. Zinchenko. He has been excellent since coming on. He's played that to Rodri. That's the second. City are back on terms. 2-2. And it's Rodri with the goal. The Etihad erupts and Manchester City have fired back in style. How quickly things can change. Here's Mings. He's come back out to KDB. He's into the box. Kevin De Bruyne goes for the shot. It's on the back post. There's the third. It's Ilkay Gundogan. Ilkay Gundogan with his second. Manchester City's third. And the title looks to be staying at the Etihad. A day for heroes, and Ilkay Gundogan steps up to the plate. As Kevin De Bruyne strides through, takes on the two defenders. He knew where Gundogan was going to be. And the German comes through, stepping off the defender, in space at the back post. He only had to tap it in. City 3, Aston Villa 2. Electric at the Etihad. What a performance this has been in the second half from Manchester City.
Haaland, a penalty taker for club and country. Borussia Dortmund and Norway. He steps up left-footed and he sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. And Erling Haaland is off and running. Rodri now comes forward and into the gap for De Bruyne, and now City on the counter. Haaland's through, chance to sink West Ham, and you know what? He never misses chances like that. And Erling Haaland has doubled his money. Welcome to Manchester, Erling Haaland. You are going to be a superstar. His dad's up celebrating among the Blues fans behind the goal. He just doesn't miss chances like that. And Haaland turns to his dad, points to him and says, "That is what I've come for." Haaland on the turn, on it goes, Gundogan through, 1-0 City, absolutely brilliant. It was only a matter of time, and it took a run, one of those blindside runs from Gundogan. Now then, City with the counter-attack. De Bruyne keeps on going. Still De Bruyne! 2-0! Outside of the boot from Kevin De Bruyne. It was another wonderful moment to savour, and the way he put it into the net, it was just like shelling peas. He just tapped it in, and City lead by 2-0. De Bruyne still with the chance to release Foden. 3-0. De Bruyne with a through ball, Foden with the finish. It hit, I think, maybe two Bournemouth defenders on the way in, but it has gone in. Off to Grealish on the edge of the area, back to João Cancelo again. He holds it up inside the penalty area, gets beyond his man, lays it in low, and it's turned in. Was it an own goal? Was it Alvarez? Was it Bernardo Silva? What it is 4-0. Now opens up to cross it into the box. It's a great ball. City with a great chance, and they've scored, and it's Ilkay Gundogan again. He steals in. How does he do it? Time and time again. De Bruyne's deep ball to the far, and there's still a chance, and Haaland scores, and City are back in the match, and Haaland's on target again. De Bruyne looking up, looking for the right ball. Bernardo Silva, 3-3. Absolutely majestic response from the champions. Kevin De Bruyne slips it through.
Bernardo Silva makes his way through the box, sends a low shot into the net. Bernardo Silva has pulled one back for Manchester City. Alvarez knocks that down for Foden. Foden towards the back post. It's Haaland who scores. 2-2. Back to Bernardo. Bernardo Silva again pulls that back. Gorgeous team goal from Manchester City. They have turned things around, and putting the finishing touch on the move is Erling Haaland with his second goal of the afternoon. Upfield again, Gundogan to Haaland. Haaland receives strongly, stabs the ball in. It's a hat-trick for Haaland. 4-2 to City, as Haaland is set up by Ilkay Gundogan.
Another in-swinger from Ilkay Gundogan from City's left-hand side. He goes short, Foden's there in support of him. Foden clips it in, Haaland, 1-0! I had a hunch that his first touch might be decisive, it was. Haaland on the edge and Foden! And Haaland makes it 2-0. It is bizarre, isn't it? João Cancelo with the outside of the boot, great ball, Foden heads it back and Stones on the far, and Haaland, number 3. They can't rule that one out for offside because the ball came backwards to Haaland, and City lead by 3-0. They've got the ball on the edge of the Forest area, and João Cancelo has hit a rasping shot into the roof of the net, an absolutely sumptuous finish. And Alvarez is in, 5. And Alvarez gets his first Premier League goal for City, and the Blues lead by 5-0. Morris on the edge of the penalty area, went for the bending shot, and it comes to Alvarez, number 6, 2 for Alvarez, a sweet, sweet finish with his left foot into the roof of the net.
In by KDB to the back post, it's found by Erling Haaland. Who else? It's Foden, only back heel to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne's ball in, is the opening goal of the game, just 55 seconds in. Jack Grealish scores for Manchester City. It's a dream start. It's come to Haaland. His first touch of the match, and Haaland goes for goal. Haaland scores! 2-0 to City. There was no celebration against Borussia Dortmund. There's certainly a celebration today. To Haaland. Drags that back to get away from Norrie. It's in towards Foden. Oh! Phil Foden adds to the scoring. It's a cheeky goal.
João Cancelo, City really are clicking through the gears here. The cross comes in from Bernardo Foden, 1-0. Absolutely brilliant start. Phil Foden, first goal against United, and boy has he enjoyed it. Now City's corner comes in. Haaland off the line. Did it cross? Goal. Yes it did. It's 2-0 City. And Haaland's first chance of the game inevitably goes into the net. The goal machine is clicking again. On it goes to De Bruyne. City have men over here. De Bruyne, Haaland, 3-0. Kevin De Bruyne assist. Erling Haaland goal. Keeps on going, De Bruyne into the gap for Haaland. Haaland now up against Lindelof, plays it in. Foden! 4-0! Absolutely brilliant from City. And De Bruyne now skips forward and on to Grealish. Dalot in front of him. Gomez on his overlap, goes inside to De Bruyne. Now outside to Gomez, inside Haaland! 5-1! Hat-trick, Erling Haaland. The records keep on tumbling. Erling Haaland's got a hat-trick for City. Haaland is in a little bit of space. Foden is as well. Haaland has it now. Turns, keeps on going Haaland. On to Foden. Foden! 6-1! flag has stayed down. VAR are checking, otherwise it's 2 City hat-tricks, and that has never happened before in a Manchester derby. Cancelo, and Cancelo keeps on going and has scored. Credit Andy Madley for waving play on. More credit for João Cancelo. And now De Bruyne, and City in with a chance, and Foden! 2-0. KDB assist, Foden goal again. João Cancelo, how good has he been today? Seems to be involved in everything. Now here's Rodri. Mahrez! Well, he had a few sighters in the first half. Now he gets one absolutely spot on, and surely the game is won. Kevin De Bruyne, João Cancelo, lovely move. Haaland! He kept us waiting till the 65th minute, but he gets goal number 20. It's a brilliant ball by Ederson, and Haaland's going to get onto it, and he's going to score the opening goal. Brilliant vision from Ederson. Magnificent from Haaland. He just shrugged off the challenges of Sanchez and Webster. Haaland, it was never in any doubt, and it is goal number 600 of the Premier League era. Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, they've given him room, they've given him time. It's a mistake that you just cannot afford to make. And Kevin De Bruyne with another sumptuous strike.
There are 6 players in the Leicester wall. KDB clears them and scores! A brilliant goal from Kevin De Bruyne.
Gundogan, lovely ball, Alvarez, brilliant finish. 17 minutes of total domination, and at last the Blues are in front, and Julian Alvarez with a sumptuous finish. Haaland scores! There was only one team trying to win this game. It was the one with 10 men since the 26th minute. De Bruyne, it's gone all the way through, and Foden! Stoppage time at the end of the first half, and a brilliant strike from Foden.
Clears. Kevin De Bruyne gets across the halfway line, keeps the sprint going. He's got Haaland in there with him acting as a decoy. Rodri plays to Mahrez, it ricochets back, and finally Rodri turns it across the line. Manchester City, who have been knocking and knocking and knocking on the door at Ellen Road, finally take the lead, and they do so in the closing moments of the first half. And it's taken away by Grealish. Grealish is through on goal. He's got Haaland with him. He lays it off to Haaland to finish off. And it's a late Christmas gift from Jack Grealish to Erling Haaland. KDB, maybe first substitutions on the way shortly. Here's De Bruyne with the nutmeg. Haaland sets up Grealish. Grealish returns the favour, and the combination works once more. Erling Haaland with his second goal of the game. Jack Grealish once again with the assist. De Bruyne to Grealish. Grealish to Mahrez. Mahrez could cut inside here, cuts back outside, delivers that to Haaland. He's got another goal in the Premier League. Erling Haaland scores on 23 minutes. Manchester City take the lead. Tremendous work from Riyad Mahrez to set up his teammates. And City play their way out of any trouble.
It was a spirited start to the second half from Bernardo Silva. He has now been replaced for Mahrez to come on the right. This is De Bruyne. Grealish. Early ball from Grealish to the back post, and Mahrez has scored for Manchester City. Mahrez into the box. De Bruyne chips that up. There's the header. It's Jack Grealish who scores in the Manchester derby. City are ahead just before the hour mark, and it's Jack Grealish, fresh onto the field of play as a substitute, who makes an instant impact. This one clipped in. Ball has dropped here, and it's fired into the net. Game on. Julian Alvarez drives home 5 minutes after the restart. Manchester City have come out all guns blazing, and they have pulled a goal back. Alvarez goes around the referee. Well, beating Hugo Lloris is like the World Cup all over again. Lifted over here into the box. There's the header. There's Haaland. 2-2. Erling Haaland scores. Both strikers on the score sheet in the space of 5 minutes. Taken away here by Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez into the box. Mahrez with the step over. Low drive from him. Mahrez scores an incredible goal. Skill, placement and power. And a low drive to beat Hugo Lloris. Manchester City have turned things around. They are 3-2 up against Tottenham Hotspur. This can be pounced upon by Mahrez. Mahrez goes through, lifted over the goalkeeper, and Manchester City seal the victory with some smash and grab stuff. That concludes a truly phenomenal second half. From 2-0 down, Manchester City go 4-2 up. Mahrez. Ellie over to the back post. Haaland scores. Kevin De Bruyne to Erling Haaland. A classic combination already for Manchester City. And it's provided the opening just ahead of half-time. Haaland slides that home. It's 2-0 to Manchester City. And Erling Haaland gets another goal for his tally. That is one of the calmest penalties you will ever see. Well, City won the ball back here. It's played to Haaland. Haaland hat-trick. 3-0 to Manchester City. Another Premier League hat-trick for Erling Haaland. Ball comes out, well headed towards goal by Rodri. Emi Martinez can only push it into his own net. And City take the lead after just 4 minutes. It's Rodri with the goal. KDB attempt to put it into the path of Haaland. Haaland will win out the foot race. He's the only player forward. Now the cavalry has arrived. Erling Haaland will get this across. It's finished off at the back post by Ilkay Gundogan. That one will stand. Manchester City make it 2-0 against Aston Villa. Spot kick for City and dispatches 3-0 as Riyad Mahrez fires home. Haaland had been carrying a heavy knock, and this is an opportunity. Oh, and it's the opening goal of the game. Kevin De Bruyne with an opportunistic strike. Well placed inside the left post as Ramsdale came out. Manchester City take the lead against Arsenal. Silva. Haaland could run onto this. Haaland does get onto it. He waits for the support. There's Gundogan. Gundogan rolls it across. There's Grealish. 2-1 to Manchester City.
Jack Grealish with the goal. Patient from Haaland, intelligent from Gundogan, and precise from Jack Grealish. KDB brings that across, it's come to Haaland! 3-1! The KDB-Haaland connection strikes again. And it's a Manchester City goal that Haaland celebrates in front of the travelling supporters. Foden into the middle, it's headed away as Bernardo Silva was challenging for it. This is Grealish. Bernardo Silva sets up the strike! Oh, it's a belter from Bernardo Silva to open the scoring on 40 minutes. Perfectly hit by the Portuguese. Interception there by Rico Lewis. Alvarez. Gundogan brings it back onto his right foot. Sticks that over, it's Foden trying to round the goalkeeper. There's the follow-up, it's off the post and into the net from Julian Alvarez. A poacher's goal from the Argentine. Manchester City take the lead. The ball down the line, this one finds Gundogan. Gundogan plays towards the back post. Foden's looking for it. It's there for Haaland, and it's in from Haaland. What's cleared there by Neto. Back here, finds his way to Foden. Foden just has to finish, and he takes his chance. Phil Foden scores for Manchester City on the stroke of half-time. Foden down the line, driven back by Rico Lewis. Neto gets that half clear and it's turned across the line. Julian Alvarez gets his second goal. The defender tried to stop it inside the 6-yard box, but to no avail. Foden into the area. Foden still going. Foden scores! 1-0 to Manchester City. Phil Foden is in fine form. He hands Manchester City the lead. Here's Grealish to the edge of the box. Haaland to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva scores just after coming on. Assisted by Erling Haaland. The team move from Manchester City and the substitution both pay off. It's Bernardo Silva who makes it 2-0 to Manchester City. Haaland against Guaita. Haaland scores 1-0 to Manchester City with little time for Crystal Palace to respond. Haaland sends the goalkeeper the wrong way.
Now here come the Blues with Mahrez. He's taking on Van Dijk. He keeps on going. On to Gundogan. Into the gap for Grealish. Grealish! Alvarez! 1-1! That is a magnificent goal. That is truly wonderful. A team's gaps to be exploited. And Julian Alvarez makes it 1-1! Ake plays it to Grealish. Grealish in towards Alvarez. Alvarez sweeps it forward down the right-hand side, and Mahrez should get to this, and he will do. And it's into the box, and De Bruyne! What a start to City's second half! Mahrez round the back, De Bruyne on the half volley. Mahrez into the penalty area, plays it across, can't get it to Alvarez. Alvarez, it's blocked. Gundogan, 3-1. City 3, Liverpool 1. Ilkay Gundogan, 2 goals in 9 minutes, and Liverpool are being swept away. Now Gundogan, beautiful ball, changes the angle, on it goes, De Bruyne's in the area, looking up for the right pass, Grealish, magnificent! You'll not see a better team goal than that. I'm afraid I didn't count the passes, but one thing I can count is the number of goals, and City lead 4-1. Grealish picks up the loose one. City still in the final third here. Little bit of space out wide for De Bruyne. De Bruyne now with a bending cross. Haaland! 1-0 City. De Bruyne gets his 100th Premier League assist. Of course he does. And Erling Haaland gets the goal. His 29th of the Premier League season. His 43rd of the campaign. And the Blues lead by 1-0. City got it with Haaland on the halfway line, and he finds De Bruyne, and De Bruyne into the gap for Grealish. Grealish now, one-on-one, good save for Zulu, fires in the rebound. Southampton 0, City 2, and this marvellous run of form for Jack Grealish. He's involved in goals, and he's got another one for City, and at a crucial point in this season, and of course in this particular game, City now have a commanding 2-goal advantage. As Grealish comes forward in the left wing position, taking on Bednarek, into the penalty area he goes, clips it on, Haaland! That is a stunning finish from Erling Haaland. He assumes that famous yoga pose, and City have the 3 points, and Erling Haaland is 2/3 the way to his first away hat-trick as a Manchester City player. Whistle from Rob Jones. Penalty into the corner of the net.
Sent over to the back post. Haaland tries for a header. Yet to have a touch in the opening 5 minutes. It's come to Stones. Stones goes for goal, and Stones scores! On the half volley, John Stones powers the ball in. It was worth a go, and it results in the opening goal of the game under 5 minutes in. Haaland firmly focused on the ball, which he blasts low into the bottom right corner. It's 2-0 to Manchester City. KDB has won that away with the nutmeg on Ndidi, and he sets off. It's played through to Haaland. Haaland could finish off here for his second. And it is 2 for Haaland, 3 for City.
De Bruyne is advancing, and De Bruyne keeps on going and hits it into the back of the net. What a sensational goal! Kevin De Bruyne off the layoff from Haaland. He raced 40 metres and slid his shot almost like a pass into the corner of the net. City 1, Arsenal 0. What a start! Floats it in, and there's an unmarked header, and City is offside. Wait for the noise, it's coming. De Bruyne now in the penalty area, and that is the end of the night for Arsenal. Haaland with the assist, De Bruyne with the side foot. The Blues are in cruise control. Now Foden on the edge of the area, onto Haaland, 4-1. What was I saying? That it was a night when Haaland's going to get 2 assists but no goal. I must have been out of my mind. Erling Haaland steps up, puts it into the corner of the net. Was it in any doubt? Certainly not in my mind, certainly not in Erling Haaland's. On it goes now to Alvarez. Alvarez still on the ball near the edge of the D. Hits a shot into the net. Julian Alvarez got the ball on the edge of the D, rode a couple of challenges and hit it into the back of the goal. pops it into the area, it's headed in! Nathan Ake! It's taken a set piece, but the Blues are in front. And West Ham, who are the masters of attacking set pieces, have been undone by a City one. On it goes to Grealish. Grealish onto Haaland. Haaland's through on goal. 2-0 City. Had to be. Haaland doesn't miss those. And now he becomes the first player in Premier League history to hit 35 goals in a season. And the Blues lead by 2-0. Absolutely. Mahrez with the out-swinging ball, it's cleared. Foden hits it! Oh my goodness me! Phil Foden, you little beauty! He's just hit a volley from 22 metres out into the back of the West Ham net. It was a thing of beauty. On it goes to Gundogan. Gundogan! City 1, Leeds 0. Captain Fantastic's got himself another important City goal. And the Blues' domination converts to the opening goal. Mahrez, on it goes to Gundogan. Similar position from which he scored. And he's repeated the dose. Ilkay Gundogan doubles his money. City 2, Leeds 0. Two very similar finishes from Ilkay Gundogan. And he pops in a bending cross, and what a chance for Ilkay Gundogan! Oh, wow! Ilkay Gundogan. When it comes to the month of May, he pops up with vital goals, and he's done so again. And on the celebration of his 300th appearance as a Manchester City player, when the Blues needed a goal, Ilkay Gundogan, an unseen run and a finish that was sublime. City are now looking for a second themselves, and Haaland will score it! A cross from the left-hand side. Haaland got away from his marker and headed it, and Pickford's weight was going the wrong way. He couldn't keep it out, and in the space of about 2.5 minutes, City are now 2-0 up. It's a direct free kick, and Gundogan's popped it into the net. City lead 3-0, as simple as that. 2 for Gundogan, 3 for City. 2 goals this week, 2 goals last week, an assist as well today. Ilkay Gundogan celebrates 300 games for City in style.
Phillips. Here's Palmer with Foden moving up to his left. It's Alvarez! And the party is well and truly underway. World Cup winner, Premier League winner, and on Manchester City's day of celebration, it's Alvarez who breaks the deadlock.
Haaland's through on goal. He's got Steele in front of him. He gets round Steele. He lays it off to Foden, and Foden puts City in front. And Foden, with his stunning record against Brighton, has now scored against them for the 6th time in his career, and City lead by 1-0. It's a corner that's drilled in low. Phil Foden's kept it alive. He keeps it towards Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne puts in a second cross. It's deep. Rodri pulls away, and City do score. Haaland's first touch of the new Premier League season finds its way into the back of the Burnley net.
Are you really surprised? Well, it's only this man who can do it again, but it comes down to training ground, understanding set pieces. Rodri keeps it alive off that deep cross, and that's where he comes alive, Erling Haaland.
City appear to have got control of this match again after a 3 or 4 minute spell in which Burnley had a few good moments. Now, down the right-hand side, Walker, crossing position, on it goes to Alvarez, near the penalty spot. Haaland hits the back of the net! Can you believe it? Of course you can believe it! It's Erling Haaland again!
But this is an incredible finish, leaning back, away from goal. It looks sensational, it is sensational. What a goal again, we can't say any more about this guy.
As Foden delivers, and there's a bit of a tangle, and Ake almost gets there, and Rodri does! Well, I've been singing his praises since the very start of the game. He has an assist, now he has a goal. He's been absolutely outstanding today, and I think maybe in that moment he's probably cemented the Man of the Match award. Kovacic into the gap, good ball, Foden takes it on the edge of the area, Alvarez shooting position, 1-0 City, brilliant finish, Julian Alvarez, superb, it was a marvellous spin into his possession, and Julian Alvarez thumped it full-blooded, a little piece of it from Pope, but he couldn't stop it. City 1, Newcastle 0. Kovacic now. Kovacic wide to Grealish. Grealish up against Baldock. Baldock on that yellow card, can't dive in. Grealish trying to tempt him in. He's in the penalty area, Grealish. Little dink over the top. Haaland, 1-0, had to come. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And Erling Haaland buries the header in the back of the goal. It was magnificent from Jack Grealish. Classic wing play, and Haaland buries it. And Walker keeps it on the far, chance to deliver again. Walker looking up, onto Foden, and then hit by Rodri, and City retake the lead. Rodri, left foot drive into the roof of the net. Sheffield United had barely enjoyed the celebrations. Larouci thought it was going out. Walker was atoned, I guess, for his error. He kept it in play, he looked up, onto Foden. Foden miscontrolled it, and then Rodri thumped it into the roof of the net on his weaker, in inverted commas, left foot, and it was beyond Foderingham, and City lead 2-1. Kanji helps it on to Kovacic. Kovacic now into the gap for Haaland. Haaland in a shooting position. Alvarez, 1-0. Ball into the channel for Haaland. Haaland slid it into Alvarez, and Alvarez, who scored home and away against Fulham last season, has done so again.
Once he gets in there and he pulls it, and I think he goes through the legs of the defender, and that's the ones that they just can't read. And a great finish from Alvarez.
Out-swinging ball, Ake's header, 2-1. Corner from the left, and Ake plants the header in the goal. The ball's with Rodri. Rodri into the gap for Alvarez, on towards Haaland. Haaland's through and scores, and City lead by 3-1. And just for a moment, Fulham's concentration wavered. Alvarez into Haaland, and Haaland just glided it past the advancing Leno, and City do have a third. And Alvarez and Haaland, who combined earlier, it's a return of the favour. Now Haaland scores. No problem at all. Leno went the wrong way. Haaland dispatched it into the opposite corner. Haaland's on another City hat-trick, and the Blues lead 4-1. Andy Morrison.
Terrific penalty. Terrific penalty. The power and the mind strength. What a terrific penalty.
Bernardo Silva out wide to Sergio Gomez. Gomez on towards Lewis. Lewis followed by Diop. Goes to Sergio Gomez. Can he cross it? Well, he decides not to, comes inside Sergio Gomez, on it goes to Haaland! The perfect end to the day. It's an Erling Haaland hat-trick. It's his first of the season. It's his 7th for City.
Gomez does brilliant. You know, but if you can watch the movement of Haaland, it's as good as you're ever going to see, and it's what a finish.
City so far have done 17 chances in the opening 45, and Doku into the area, keeps on going and scores! Well, they had 17 attempts in the first half, didn't score. They've had one in the second and tucked it away. Jeremy Doku, welcome to Manchester City Football Club. The chances are you're going to be a superstar. Alvarez on the edge of the area, lays it off to Bernardo Silva. Back it goes to Alvarez again. Alvarez scoops it on, and it's Bernardo Silva to score! Oh, how did that happen? Who cares? Bernardo Silva doesn't, and he races over to the City fans behind the goal, and they lead by 2-1.
Wonderful ball from Alvarez. If we just watch it back, Areola comes out and he just hooks it past him. His foot really, really high. The outside of his foot just guides it past as it agonisingly passes Areola.
Alvarez goes out wide to Bernardo Silva. City have 4 against 3. Can they find the right pass? Haaland, will he score? You bet he will! At last! I said earlier I don't think Haaland's going to score today. Actually, deep down, I don't think he thought he was going to score today. But the greatest strikers in world football, they forget the misses. They forget the fact that things haven't gone their way. And eventually, their perseverance gets rewarded. So far, I suspect City have had 90% of the ball. Doku comes forward. Rodri now helps it on diagonally. Walker's round the back, lays it off. Foden hits it. That is a quite magnificent goal. A lovely diagonal ball from Rodri. Walker burst clear of the last defender, helped it back to Phil Foden, and Foden clobbered it left-footed into the corner of the net. Foden, Matheus Nunes, this is terrific. Haaland, what a goal! What a goal! If the first goal was superb, the second might just have edged it. You will not see a team as good as this anywhere in world football right now. I promise you, both these goals today tell you everything about the quality that is Manchester City. Hits it, and it's gone in! Julian Alvarez thumped it towards the near post. It was over the wall and parried into the roof of the net by the goalkeeper's right arm. It is Wolves 1, City 1, and Julian Alvarez levels the count.
Jose starts wondering, where do I go? He just stays, he waits. Maybe he could do better, but we've got to give the credit to Alvarez.
And Alvarez has scored. The ball just came into the area, and Alvarez with his left foot guided it. Oh, I think he hit it into the ground and it bounced beyond the goalkeeper. Goal number 7 for him, and he's now netted 17 goals in 17 games here at the Etihad. Now here's Haaland, first chance for him, on the edge of the area, and scores! Brilliant from Erling Haaland. He's barely touched the ball. He gets it on the edge of the D. Brighton lost possession of the ball in a dangerous part of the pitch, and about 3 seconds later, Erling Haaland wraps it into the corner. 2-0. A chance for City from the penalty spot. Haaland scores, and City are in front in the 191st Manchester derby, and Erling Haaland, who scored a hat-trick, of course, against United last season, is 1/3 the way to another one here.
He sent Onana completely the wrong way. Great, dragged it across his body, found the bottom corner, and never in doubt.
Grealish now with Fernandes in front of him. Can Grealish get beyond Bruno Fernandes? Outside it goes to Bernardo Silva, clipped in. Haaland! 2-0 City! That is a magnificent goal! Absolutely devastating from the Blues. Clipped out to the left to Bernardo Silva, floated ball to the back post.
Once that run and the timing, that reverse ball from Jack's brilliant, then they're all sorts of trouble. Rodri makes the middle of the goal, pulls in, I think it pulled in Johnny Evans, and then Haaland spare at the back. Rodri arriving in there is what drags in. Oh, it's brilliant. It's so good from City. There's so many little bits in there. Fantastic. What a move from City that is.
Ball goes backwards. They must have held the ball for 3 or 4 minutes here. Rodri now comes towards the edge of the area, tries the shot. Rodri, good save by Onana. Haaland on the rebound. Foden, he does end in a goal. I've lost count of the passes, but it must be treble figures. And City lead 3-0.
We've got to be over 50, 55, 60 passes before that ball's gone into the net. And United have just chased and chased and chased. They've kept the ball moving, they've been patient. Shots off, keeper should have pushed it wide for a corner, and then brilliant from Haaland. It's just phenomenal from City, it really is.
Doku now on the point of the edge of the area, trying to get into the penalty area. Works a little angle onto Rodri, looks for the 1-2, hits the shot, brilliant goal. Doku 1-2 with Rodri and poked it in almost like a toe bung. City 1 and Bournemouth 0. Jeremy Doku.
Brilliant, and a great reaction from the players, knowing how important that was at this stage of the game. Great little one-poo. Doku just drops his shoulder, just comes inside on Mepham, but Doku's got to take great credit for being inventive.
On the edge of the area, onto Doku again. Doku with a little step over, comes into the box, goes outside, goes inside, on it goes to Bernardo Silva. Jeremy Doku's having a blinder, and City lead by 2-0. And Jeremy Doku, who scored the first, was absolutely sensational in creating the second. It across the Doku in a shooting position, hits the shot well, 3-0. Jeremy Doku. I'm not sure if that might have just taken a ricochet on the way through, but it doesn't matter to Doku. He takes the applause of the supporters, and he deserves to melt in those applause. I'm thinking that might actually be an Akanji goal. Yeah, it did that. I thought it took a deflection because it did seem to go in a weird way. Wide to Doku, Doku up against Aarons, Doku keeps on going, on it goes towards Foden, 4-0, Doku with another assist, City with another goal.
Just thinking there that's when City are the most dangerous, when the opposition have had a chance. Once Doku gets you, you're in trouble, he back you into the box, but it's this here from Foden, brilliant.
Lovely ball out to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva rampaging forward. Chance for a fifth for Bernardo Silva. Goes inside, scoops it in, off the line. Well, Bernardo Silva says it crossed. Well, it has now, and City lead by 5-1. Yeah, I think it had gone over the line before Núñez put the rebound in. Bernardo Silva jinks inside, flicks it over the top of the goalkeeper. It's cleared off the line by Zabani, thumped in by Núñez, but I think it was already Bernardo Silva's goal. Foden out wide. Núñez into the gap for Bob. Bob hard and low, and number 6. Nathan Ake practically on the floor, heads it into the back of the net. Oscar Bob with an assist. Nathan Ake with a header, and it's City 6, Bournemouth 1. He's taken that very short run-up that is a trademark of his. He steps up and sends Sanchez the wrong way, and City lead at Stamford Bridge through an Erling Haaland penalty, and it is Chelsea 0, City 1. Corner goes short. Bernardo Silva with a different angle, pops in the cross. Great header, Akanji, 2-2!
Brilliant, brilliant. Talking about set plays again, and the detail that's in this is they're working on this every single game. Fantastic from the set play coaches at Manchester City.
And Foden now into the final third goes City. Alvarez on his outside. Here is Alvarez. Haaland, 3-2. Bundled over the line, but that is a terrific move from City.
The timing of the pass is brilliant from Foden. This ball just here is brilliant. And then once it goes in there, you're just going to bundle it in. And it's brilliant. What a goal from City.
Foden steps in, Kovacic, Haaland, Kovacic, little shot blocked, on it goes, Rodri strikes it, deflection into the back of the net.
Brilliant. Who else is going to arrive? Who else is anticipating the play as it's building, that something might drop? Forget the deflection. It's the momentum of Rodri. It's then the shot, the quality to get the pace on the ball, and then, all right, a bit fortuitous, but take nothing away from Rodri.
Ake now tries to go outside. Lovely dribble from Ake. On he goes to Haaland. 1-0. City score. Haaland's first chance of the game. Ake with the set. Haaland with the finish. City 1. Liverpool 0. Not only is it a big goal, it's also Erling Haaland's 50th. His 50th Premier League goal for City. And he's beaten all the records previously for any player getting to 50 Premier League goals. In fact, he smashed the previous record, and it's only in his 48th Premier League game. It's whipped in by Alvarez. Haaland doesn't get to it. Own goal. An own goal. City have equalised already.
Yeah, just off his top of his leg. Just deflects into that far corner. Just that little delay from Bernardo. Alvarez puts it into the position. Haaland might have just got a touch.
Haaland helps it on to Doku. Doku on the edge of the area. Doku plays it in. Alvarez. Foden must score. Foden does score. Spurs just couldn't contain them for long, and the Blues are in front.
What a goal from City. Great teamwork. One-touch passing, moving it around, good runs, very unselfish from many players that we talk about so much. A little 1-2 in the middle of the pitch, sensational before Foden just puts it in.
Basuma loses it to Rodri. Rodri's on his feet. On it goes to Haaland. Haaland, Grealish! City 3, Spurs 2. That might just do it.
Well, that's what he needed, Jack Grealish. Great position, great determination from Rodri in the build-up, really good runs, and as the ball comes across, his eyes light up. It's a simple one for Grealish as he just strokes it into the far corner.
Rodri, well, Walker looked as though he was fouled. The referee's way play on because Rodri is advancing, and then he lost the ball, and then it's a brilliant goal. Bernardo Silva, that is a wonderful left foot drive. Rodri made a darting run in towards the penalty area. He kind of got boxed off as he got into that position. It broke for Bernardo Silva, and Bernardo Silva bent it, and from the moment that he struck it, you knew it was going in the goal. And it's City 1, Luton 1, Bernardo Silva. And Alvarez is darting forward, and the ball goes across the face of the goal, and Grealish puts it in. 2-1 to the Blues. Alvarez plays it across, Grealish puts it in, and City lead by 2-1. Grealish now goes backwards to Diaz. Diaz, plenty of room in front of Diaz. Plays it across to Foden. Foden into the gap. Grealish 1-0. It was a matter of patience. A lovely slip ball through. And Grealish, who scored against Luton, scored against Spurs, has now scored against Crystal Palace.
Great appreciation from Phil Foden. Just in a little half space again. Always seems at the moment that Phil Foden's that person who can pick the lot.
Yeah, it's great play.
Comes forward, on it goes towards Foden, and then almost reaches Lewis, and it does, and Rico Lewis turns it in. It's his first ever Premier League goal. What a week for the academy.
City scoreline, number 82, Rico
Lewis. Grealish on the edge of the area, plays it across to Foden. Foden helps it along to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva in the right wing position, plays it infield to Foden. Foden steps in, hits the shot, in! City equalise! Phil Foden hit the shot from about 20 metres out, beyond his international colleague Pickford, and it is 1-1 at Goodison Park. So Alvarez puffs out the cheeks, steps up, and it goes under the legs. It wasn't the best penalty you've ever seen in your life, but Pickford got legs on it, couldn't stop it going in. Of course, the last few games that they've drawn, they've conceded goals late on. They need a third here. Ball breaks for City on the edge of the area. Bernardo Silva's put it into the empty net. Pickford made an absolute howler. Tried to just pass it out on the edge of his own area. Gave it straight to Bernardo Silva. Pickford was in no man's land, and the ball's curled from, well, about 20 metres from goal, beyond the despairing Pickford and into the back of the net. England's #1 goalkeeper makes a howler, but Bernardo Silva wraps up the victory. And now forward comes Rodri. Rodri to the edge of the area. Rodri hits the shot in the corner. That is a sensational goal by Rodri. He skipped over a couple of challenges, got to the edge of the area, and you know what he's like in those positions. He doesn't smash it into the net. He passes it into the net, and he has just scored the opening goal. It is already his 5th goal of the season, his 4th in the Premier League. He only got 4 goals in total last season. Oscar Bob tried to get a little gap. He's got one on the left-hand side. Gets towards the edge of the area, but plays it in. Good ball. Foden now. Great pass. City will score. That is absolutely delightful. Oscar Bob played a huge part in it. Into the gap for Foden. Slid it across the face of the goal, and Alvarez prodded it in. Enormous credit to Oscar Bob and Phil Foden. Out wide it goes to Guardiola. Guardiola advancing towards the final third. Plays it to Doku. Doku, well, he's got lots of Newcastle company, and he does well. He evades the challenge of Miley. Plays it out wide to Walker. Walker on the right edge of the area. Now in a crossing position. Plays it in low. Oh, that is a cheeky goal. Bernardo Silva with a little back heel. Drags it into the far corner of the net. Phil Foden has a look of complete disbelief that Bernardo Silva was even capable of doing that. It is a stunning goal. City got the ball. There's 17 minutes to go. They've dominated this second half. They've had chances, but they still can't find this equaliser. Rodri, good ball. De Bruyne now into the final third. De Bruyne now steps in, hits a shy foot into the corner of the net. You know who's back. Kevin De Bruyne. I tell you what, it looked like one of those positions where you thought he was going to go for power. Oh no, sir. He rolls it into the corner of the net. KDB, we've missed you. We love you. It's 2-2.
Outrageous finish. He steps forward. I'm thinking he's just going to take the safe option, not Kevin De Bruyne.
Stoppage time at the end of the second half. City 2-2 at Newcastle. The ball is with Kovacic. Kovacic on to De Bruyne. De Bruyne tries to scoop it in towards Bob. Bob is there. Still Bob. Oh, absolutely stunning. Oscar Bob with his first ever Premier League goal. And it's an assist. Of course it's an assist from Kevin De Bruyne. There's only been one team trying to win this game. Their name, Manchester City.
Oh, magnificent again, Kevin De Bruyne, Oscar Bob. You've seen the delight with Pep Guardiola. I've never seen him like that. He was so delighted with the outcome of it.
Ball is on the opposite side at the moment with Foden. He plays it into the channel. Matheus Nunes has showed his acceleration. He's got round the back. He tried to just clip it into the hole for Guardiola, of all people, who was up there, and then the cross comes in. Wonderful ball, and tucked in by Alvarez. Well, that was a terrific bit of football from Matheus Nunes. He tried to slip it into Guardiola, who was actually the furthest forward, didn't reach him, came back to him, and then he just found a very small pocket of space, clipped it over, and Alvarez tucked it in from about 2 yards out. Bruyne waiting. The signal in. Oh, good ball. Alvarez, that is a magnificent goal. That is a truly wonderful free kick right off the training ground. De Bruyne slips it in, and it's into the back of the net. And the first thing that Pep Guardiola does is go straight to the set piece coach and say thank you. Now the ball is down the line, and Foden scampering away, he's in towards the penalty area. He's now looking for an option. Little step over, finds Rodri on the edge of the area. And City lead by 3-0. Phil Foden down the right side, got to the edge of the area, looked up, squared it to Rodri, and Rodri almost passed it into the corner. He scored at Turf Moor on the opening day of the season. He scored today. City are coming forward with Rodri now in the middle third. On it goes to De Bruyne. De Bruyne clips in across towards Haaland. It's cleared only as far as Foden. 1-1, right on half-time. You knew that Brentford would concede today. You knew at some point someone would score. I said if City score once, they'll win this game. It's now 1-1, right on half-time.
I've said so many times, Ali, over the last few weeks, put the ball into the middle of the box, let them make a mistake and pick up the next ball. It can't always be perfect.
De Bruyne now in a crossing position, bends it in, and Foden 2-1. Guess who? De Bruyne assist. Guess who? Foden goal. Scampers over to the City fans at the correct end as far as the Blues are concerned, and it's City 2 and it's Brentford 1. When you've got Kevin De Bruyne, you can unlock any safe.
You've got a chance, haven't you, with De Bruyne on the pitch.
Ball with Haaland, on to Foden. Foden with a chance! Hat-trick, Phil Foden! Haaland with the assist. Foden with the finish. What a day for Phil Foden. What a day for City. They've come from behind. They lead 3-1. And Phil Foden goes over to the City fans at the end at which he scored. And he'll take home the match ball because he scored his second City hat-trick. And my goodness, has it been a good one.
What a great finish, composed. Great little layoff. I think the first ball might have been for Foden. Went to Haaland, just a little gentle lay into his path. It's just brilliant from Foden, isn't it?
Alvarez hits the outswinger. Diaz pulls away. It's blocked. City might get it with Haaland. 1-0. Can you believe it? He's not had a single chance today. And Haaland, who hasn't scored since the end of November, scores with his first attempt on target in the match.
Welcome back, big man. What's a finish? It's like he's absolutely smashed it with his right foot. That's why he is different from everybody else. He scores goals that he has no right to score.
Ake now onto De Bruyne. De Bruyne strides forward onto Haaland. Haaland now up against Branthwaite. Takes on Branthwaite. Gets the better of Branthwaite. 2-0. Erling Haaland. Well.
That's what they can do, Ali. He's got two options. He's got Doku, and I thought he was going to go Doku, but then he plays a beautiful time ball into the path of Haaland. But he's just too strong. Brushes him off. And then have you got the composure, Erling, to finish? Of course you do.
Bernardo Silva scoops in a cross. Haaland won't reach it. And then Walker hits it, it's blocked. And then Rodri hits it! 1-1! Rodri! Eventually, Chelsea's dam breaks and Rodri finds the equaliser.
Brilliant strike. Brilliant strike. It's the first time that something's fallen for us, Ali. We must have had 15 opportunities this half where nothing has fallen for us.
Now they've got to the final third. Here's Mopé. Mopé in towards Tony, away by Diaz. Foden. And now Rodri. And now Alvarez. And Alvarez to Haaland. And Haaland's onto it. And Haaland's through. What a chance. Erling Haaland. 1-0 City. A slip from Brentford, and Haaland punishes them. He now has a full collection. He's scored against every single team he has ever met in the Premier League, and he's broken Brentford hearts tonight. City 1, Brentford 0. Rodri. Kovacic up towards Haaland. Haaland tries to get beyond the last defender, and it's parried, and Foden with the tap in on the line. It went to Haaland. Haaland hit it towards the net. Neto parried it, and Foden followed in, helped it over the line, and City are in front. Well, it was a little scoop pass into Haaland. Haaland just was too strong for the defender nearest to him, held off Senesi, put the shot in, and Foden followed up to score. Foden now on the edge of the area. Foden on the left foot, hits the shot. What a goal! What a goal! Absolutely stunning! Phil Foden, you absolute beauty! It's City 1, United 1. If Rashford's was a good goal, it's just been eclipsed. And the Blues, absolutely, totally deservedly, are back at 1-1.
It's a sensational strike right across the goalkeeper into that far corner. It's so clean. He gets what he deserves, and now the game is on. It's been incredible so far.
De Bruyne into Foden. Foden into Alvarez. Alvarez onto Foden. Foden in the penalty area. 2-1. City 2. United 1. Phil Foden.
It's Phil Foden yet again. What a moment for the young man. His season's getting better and better. His desire, his understanding, his timing. Play and follow, doesn't give it up. Strikes it far post. And then off he goes as he hits the corner of the net.
Oh, Rodri wins it back. Haaland. 3-1. Game over. United are beaten. Liverpool are next. I have to say, if there was ever a match that deserved a victory for the team who have just won it, it's this one. The United away end is emptying and the Postons breaking out. It's going to be an out-swinging corner from De Bruyne. De Bruyne hits it in low and Stones! City 1, Liverpool 0. One straight off the training ground. De Bruyne hit it low to the near post. Stones got free of his marker. Stones got there and pushed it beyond Kelleher. And City lead through John Stones, his first goal of the season. Kanji now. Midway inside the Villa half, plays it to Foden. Foden onto Doku. Doku can maybe dink a low ball in, and it's turned into the back of the net beautifully by Rodri. Well, City have been absolutely rampant in the opening few minutes here. The Blues have been opening up Villa, and through Rodri they take the lead. And Rodri has this wonderful record against Aston Villa. It's the 5th time he's scored against them. Against no team has he scored more, and he's put the Blues in front. And it is Foden, and it's in! Phil Foden gives City the lead! Wonderful free kick, round the wall, into the corner of the net. The Villa players are looking at each other, just wondering if the wall was in the wrong position, and Phil Foden restores City's lead. Still going Rodri, he's on the edge of the area, plays it across, and the shot in from Phil Foden! Rodri with the assist, Foden with the finish, clipped the inside of the post and goes into the back of the Villa nets. And it's been a breathtaking game, and City edge 2 clear. Kanji, good ball to Rodri, Rodri into Foden, Foden just caught, was he? No, the referee says play on. Villa win it back, then lose it. Foden in a shooting position and scores! Phil Foden hat-trick! Wonderful night for Phil Foden. Brilliant night now for City. And Phil Foden gets himself a second City hat-trick. City 4, Aston Villa 1. It's only the 35th goal they've scored this season. Only 3 teams in the Premier League have scored fewer, so City can grab a couple today. You'd fancy their chances. De Bruyne now in the penalty area, hits the shot in the net, 1-1. I said it was coming. It was only a matter of time. And Kevin De Bruyne with a bending right foot shot into the corner of the net. They call it the postage stamp. It absolutely nestled in the corner of the letter, and City are back at 1-1.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Right man at the right time. For him, once he steps inside and it opened up, you're just hoping he can find the far corner.
There's a Kanji now, gets his first touch of the ball, getting towards the edge of the penalty area, and he's in the penalty area. Wide it goes to Grealish. Grealish might hit a cross in, he does. Headed away, not very far. Lewis, oh, it's gone in! Took a deflection. Rico Lewis scored against Palace to make it 2-0 back at the Etihad Stadium. He makes it 2-1 here. I said the right back was definitely one of the furthest forward. He's just proven it, and City in front already. Just bossing the game, City, but they really need a third goal to finally silence Crystal Palace. Grealish wide on the left wing, trying to come in field. Plays it in towards De Bruyne. Is he offside? Referee says no. Haaland puts it in. City offside, is it? Well, there's celebrations. Palace think there must be an offside. It is 3-1 at the moment, and barring a VAR inclusion, De Bruyne's not sure. He just shrugged his shoulders, but at the moment it's 3-1. And the ball prodded in by De Bruyne, turned in by Haaland, and I think it is going to be 3-1 after all. De Bruyne wasn't sure, but I can tell him he is onside, and City do lead by 3-1. Stones midway inside the Palace half. City 3, Palace 1. Kevin De Bruyne equalised after Mateta gave Palace the lead. Then Rico Lewis early in the second half, and now De Bruyne. Now Grealish right in the left wing position. Still Jack Grealish. Can he get across it? Plays it to Rodri. Hit by De Bruyne. 4-1. Kevin De Bruyne. 2 goals, 1 assist. Oh, what a player. Well, it's Rodri's 7th Premier League assist of the season. Kevin De Bruyne has made it 4-1 to the Blues. It's his second of the game, and he's now moved on to 100 City goals. Kevin De Bruyne, 100 City goals, and the City fans who've made the lengthy trip for a 12:30 kickoff, they have thoroughly enjoyed it. And I have to say, he's moved now, would you believe, to 13th in the City all-time scoring list, Kevin De Bruyne, with that 100th goal. And already Haaland's through on goal. We spoke about it. Can he finish? Good save by Kaminsky. Doku follows up. Can he finish? Another block. It's still not away, and it goes in. Haaland hits a volley. It takes a ricochet and spins into the corner of the net. I suspect it will not be a goal for Haaland. It will be an own goal of the unfortunate Hashioka, who has stayed down after getting in the way of it. But it is 1-0 to City.
Yeah, we spoke only a few seconds before about how dangerous it might be for Haaland. Luton playing a high line. I think it's De Bruyne who slips the ball in for Haaland. He goes through one-on-one. You think, for all your life, he's going to score. It's a good save from Kaminsky. And Doku has a good chance, well blocked. Comes out to Haaland, and his volley was, I think it was going towards the corner flag, and it come off Hashioka's head. And unfortunately for him, unfortunately for City, it went in.
Ball goes short from Alvarez to Doku. Alvarez to the edge of the area. Kovacic! Oh, what a fabulous goal! Mateo Kovacic has scored an absolute rasping volley. It was a variety on the corner. It was played, it bounced up. It was by no means an easy finish. It was pretty much waist high. But Kovacic belted it on the volley into the roof of the net. And he's looking to put City 3-0 up with a quarter of an hour to go. Erling Haaland sends Kaminsky the wrong way, and in the 76th minute, the points are surely in the bag now for the Blues. City 3, Luton Town 0. Doku up against Onyedinma, goes outside, goes inside, still Doku, into the corner of the net. He's deserved his goal today, Jeremy Doku, and finally he's got beyond Onyedinma and slipped it into the far corner. He's worked so hard. Him against Onyedinma had seemed pivotal throughout the contest. Finally, having won a penalty off Onyedinma earlier, now Doku scores. Guardiola scores on the edge of the area with his right foot, thumps it into the roof of the net. The ball was laid inside to him, and he was in a similar position from the position from which he scored against Real Madrid. And he thumped it into the near post area, into the roof of the net, and it's City 5, Luton Town 1. The gap for Walker. Walker hits in the cross. De Bruyne's diving header, and City have scored. Kevin De Bruyne, and the Blues are in front.
Have you ever seen anything like that, Ellie? The diving header from De Bruyne. Finally, City get that breakthrough.
Foden and De Bruyne, who's it going to be? It is Foden. It takes a deflection and it's 2-0. A deflection helps the ball beyond the helpless steal. Foden will get the credit. Not sure who it hit. Pretty sure it was a Brighton player. But it is City 2. It is Brighton 0. And Foden will get the credit.
That's the demands, that's the manager. Simple passes, don't give it away.
And they've just won it back, City, and they lead 3-0. Well, we mentioned how Brighton take chances when they play out from the back. They did it far too often, and they've given it away to Phil Foden, and Foden's just passed it into the corner of the net. A mistake from the teenager Barco, making his first Brighton start, and it's Brighton 0, City 3.
Getting advanced areas to go and try and score a goal, but it's another rare opportunity.
Yeah, and Walker's coming forward. He's in the penalty area. Ederson released him. Walker's still there, and on it goes to Alvarez, and it's 4-0. Kyle Walker had made a wonderful burst forward. It's a brilliant ball from Ederson, a wonderful burst from Walker, and he's so brave in this sliding challenge, and he gets the ball across to Alvarez so bravely, and Alvarez turns it into the net. So Bruyne's going to hit an in-swinger. To the near post, and it's in. It's a brilliant goal. Joško Gvardiol, he went away from his marker and glanced it in at the near post, straight off the training ground, straight into the back of the Nottingham Forest net. City 1, Forest 0. Joško Gvardiol's third goal for City in the month of April. City doing well to keep hold of the ball, and believe you me, when you're out of possession, your energy drains. Now Haaland getting into a position to shoot. Haaland! 2-0! Boy, do we need it! And Erling Haaland's provided it. They've ridden out the storm, and they've grabbed a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic goal. Took it really, really well. KDB found a little bit of space. Played in Haaland, who's 1v1 then with Murillo. Sells comes out, and he took the chance really early and rolls it into the far corner.
And so Haaland has the opportunity to give City the early lead as we click towards the end of 12 minutes. And Haaland scores very, very comfortably, and City have the lead inside 12 minutes. Yeah, and City have got it with De Bruyne. De Bruyne advances, plays it through to Rodri in the penalty area, and Haaland at the far, 2-0! Rodri assist, Haaland header, City 2, Wolves 0.
De Bruyne back to Rodri, and then chooses just to clip it right to the back post. Haaland rises so tall, the goalkeeper into the far corner. They're the ones he waits for. The execution is wonderful.
Haaland scores. Wasn't that hard? This time Jose Sarr did go the right way, and Haaland tucks it into the back of the net. Now Foden clips the ball over the top, looking for Haaland. Haaland's onto it. Haaland into the penalty area. Haaland hits the shot. Oh, I say, Erling Haaland, you are one hell of a player. The ball came over his shoulder. He had to trap it. He did beautifully. And then he made a bit of space. He got beyond Kilman. He wrapped his left foot around the ball and thumped it into the far corner of the goal. City won the ball back. Rodri's got it on the edge of the area. On it goes to Alvarez, who scores on his 100th City appearance. That's the way to say 100 up for City. On towards Gvardiol. Gvardiol steps inside, finds De Bruyne, looks for the return. Gvardiol, real chance, and he scored! Joško Gvardiol, that is stunning! Absolutely wonderful goal from Joško Gvardiol. All of a sudden, Joško Gvardiol is becoming a goal scorer. Now Bernardo Silva can dart forward. He's got past Robinson, and then he's tackled right on the edge of the area, and it's a goal from Foden! Well, that came out of nothing. Bernardo Silva was halted on the edge of the area. I think he was about to win a free kick, but it came to Foden, and Foden tucked it into the corner with his right foot, and out of almost nothing, City lead by 2-0. Ball's in the possession of Phil Foden. Ready to take this latest City corner, goes short to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne back to Bernardo Silva on the edge of the area. Bending ball, and turned in over the line, unless he's offside. He's offside, is he? Gvardiol celebrating, the goal's been given. City lead 3-0. Well, the Fulham players and I were looking for a flag that never got raised, and unless VAR have got a different opinion, City lead by 3-0, Andy. Can he make it 4-0? Julian Alvarez does. City 4, Fulham 0. Wonderful afternoon for the Blues. Alvarez has scored in every single match he's ever played against Fulham. And the Blues are heading to the top of the table in absolute style. Bernardo Silva will keep it alive on the edge of the penalty area. On it goes to De Bruyne. Across the face of the goal, Erling Haaland. 1-0 City, 1-0 to the Blues. Must-win night. Who do they turn to? The big man. Spurs 0, City 1. De Bruyne assist. Haaland goal. They do it time and time again, and they've done it when we needed it most. Wherever you are, wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching, hold your breath. Erling Haaland scores! Spurs 0, City 2! Erling Haaland makes it 2! City have their hands on the title again! Foden on the edge of the area, hits a shot! Oh, what a start! City's Premier League Player of the Season has just rifled City in front. They were barely in possession of the ball, but Phil Foden is having the season of his life, and he could well have set City on the way to another title. Guardiola, lovely play from Guardiola, great run, and on to Haaland, and now Doku, getting to the edge of the area, Doku, on it goes to Foden, 2-0, City 2, West Ham 0, the master marksman, Phil Foden, you absolute beauty, you're one of our own, and we're delighted, we're privileged, we're honoured that you are.
What a moment, Phil Foden, it just keeps getting better and better for this lad.
Ball with Walker, now De Bruyne on the edge of the area. De Bruyne helps it on. Back to Bernardo, hit by Rodri! City 3, West Ham 1. The man whose goal completed the treble has just given City a 3-1 lead. He scored that goal against Aston Villa to make it 2-2 2 years ago. He has a habit of scoring precious goals for the club, and he may well have scored yet another one.